Hello and welcome to our video on the 5 clear signs of a weak-minded person. Weak-mindedness is a term used to describe individuals who struggle with making decisions, lack critical thinking skills, and have difficulty handling adversity. In today's video, we're going to help you identify these individuals by highlighting 5 clear signs. Now, you might be wondering why it's important to be able to recognize weak-mindedness in yourself or others. Well, the truth is that weak-mindedness can have negative effects on your personal and professional life. It can limit your ability to grow, make sound decisions, and be accountable for your actions. It can also be detrimental in a team setting where strong critical thinking skills and the ability to handle adversity are highly valued. So, whether you're looking to improve your own critical thinking skills or trying to identify weak-mindedness in others, this video is for you. We'll be discussing 5 clear signs of weak-mindedness. We'll talk about what each sign means, how it might manifest in behavior or communication, and why it can be detrimental. By the end of this video, you'll have a better understanding of what weak-mindedness looks like and how to avoid falling into these patterns of behavior. So, without further ado, let's jump into the first sign of weak-mindedness: lack of critical thinking. Sign 1: lack of critical thinking. The first clear sign of weak-mindedness is a lack of critical thinking skills. Critical thinking is the ability to objectively analyze information and draw sound conclusions based on evidence and reasoning. It's an essential skill that helps individuals make informed decisions and solve complex problems. Weak-minded people tend to struggle with critical thinking. They might have difficulty analyzing information objectively or lack the ability to make informed decisions based on facts and evidence. They might also be prone to making decisions based on their emotions or biases rather than on careful analysis. A lack of critical thinking can manifest in many ways, from simple decision-making problems to more complex issues in personal or professional life. For example, a weak-minded person might struggle to make simple decisions like what to wear or what to eat. They might also struggle with more complex decisions like whether to take a new job or invest in a particular opportunity. They might also have difficulty with problem solving, as they may be unable to analyze information effectively and come up with creative solutions. This can limit their ability to succeed in their personal and professional life. Critical thinking is a crucial skill that helps individuals navigate the complexities of life. Without it, weak-minded individuals can struggle to make informed decisions, solve complex problems, and reach their full potential. So if you or someone you know is struggling with critical thinking, it's important to work on improving this skill. There are many resources available to help you develop your critical thinking skills, such as books, courses, and workshops. By doing so, you can avoid falling into the trap of weak-mindedness and improve your ability to make informed decisions and succeed in your personal and professional life. Sign 2: inability to handle discomfort or adversity. The second clear sign of weak-mindedness is the inability to handle discomfort or adversity. Life is full of challenges and setbacks, and it's important to have the resilience and mental toughness to handle these difficulties. Weak-minded people, however, tend to struggle with adversity. They might become overwhelmed by challenges or setbacks or have difficulty coping with uncomfortable situations. They might avoid challenges altogether or give up when faced with difficulty. The inability to handle discomfort or adversity can be detrimental in personal and professional life. In personal life, it can lead to feelings of helplessness and low self-esteem. In professional life, it can limit career growth and opportunities. The ability to handle discomfort or adversity is a crucial skill for success in life. It requires mental toughness, resilience, and the ability to adapt to changing circumstances. So if you or someone you know struggles with handling adversity, it's important to work on developing this skill. One way to do this is by stepping outside your comfort zone and taking on new challenges. Another way is by seeking help and support from others, such as a therapist or coach. By developing your ability to handle discomfort or adversity, you can improve your resilience, mental toughness, and ability to succeed in personal and professional life. So, don't let the inability to handle discomfort or adversity hold you back. Instead, work on developing this crucial skill and become a stronger, more resilient individual. Sign 3: overreliance on others' opinions. The third clear sign of weak-mindedness is overreliance on others' opinions. It's natural to seek validation and feedback from others, but weak-minded people can take this to an extreme. They might be overly concerned with what others think of them and constantly seek approval and validation from others. They might be easily swayed by others' opinions and change their own opinions to fit in with the crowd. Overreliance on others' opinions can be detrimental in personal and professional life. In personal life, it can lead to a lack of authenticity and self-confidence. In professional life, it can limit career growth and opportunities. The ability to think for oneself and form one's own opinions is a crucial skill for success in life. It requires confidence, independence, and the ability to think critically. So, if you or someone you know struggles with over-reliance on others' opinions, it's important to work on developing the ability to think for oneself. One way to do this is by being more mindful of one's own thoughts and opinions and not letting them be swayed by external factors. Another way is by practicing critical thinking and analyzing information objectively. By developing your ability to think for yourself and form your own opinions, you can improve your self-confidence, authenticity, and ability to succeed in personal and professional life. So, don't let over-reliance on others' opinions hold you back. Instead, work on developing this crucial skill and become a stronger, more independent individual. Sign 4. Resistance to change. The fourth clear sign of weak-mindedness is resistance to change. Change is a natural part of life, and the ability to adapt to change is essential for personal and professional growth. Weak-minded people, however, tend to resist change. They might be afraid of the unknown, or they might cling to old habits and routines. They might be resistant to new ideas and perspectives, or they might be closed-minded and unwilling to learn. Resistance to change can be detrimental in personal and professional life. In personal life, it can lead to stagnation and a lack of growth. In professional life, it can limit career opportunities and success. The ability to adapt to change is a crucial skill for success in life. It requires flexibility, open-mindedness, and the ability to learn from new experiences. So, if you or someone you know struggles with resistance to change, it's important to work on developing the ability to adapt. One way to do this is by embracing new experiences and challenges. Another way is by seeking out different perspectives and learning from others. By developing your ability to adapt to change, you can improve your flexibility, resilience, and ability to succeed in personal and professional life. So, don't let resistance to change hold you back. Instead, work on developing this crucial skill and become a stronger, more adaptable individual. Sign 5. Inability to take responsibility. The fifth clear sign of weak-mindedness is the inability to take responsibility. Taking responsibility means acknowledging one's own mistakes and shortcomings and taking steps to make amends. Weak-minded people, however, tend to avoid taking responsibility. They might blame others for their own mistakes or refuse to take any action to correct their behavior. They might make excuses or deflect criticism rather than taking ownership of their actions. The inability to take responsibility can be detrimental in personal and professional life. In personal life, it can lead to strained relationships and a lack of trust. In professional life, it can damage one's reputation and limit career opportunities. The ability to take responsibility is a crucial skill for success in life. It requires humility, honesty, and the willingness to learn and grow. So, if you or someone you know struggles with taking responsibility, it's important to work on developing this skill. One way to do this is by being more self-aware and reflecting on one's own actions and behaviors. Another way is by apologizing and making amends when one has made a mistake. By developing your ability to take responsibility, you can improve your relationships, reputation, and ability to succeed in personal and professional life. So, don't let the inability to take responsibility hold you back. Instead, work on developing this crucial skill and become a stronger, more accountable individual. Conclusion. So there you have it, 5 clear signs of weak-mindedness. Remember, being weak-minded is not a permanent state, but rather a mindset that can be changed with effort and self-reflection. By working on developing critical thinking, the ability to handle discomfort and adversity, independence from others' opinions, adaptability to change, and taking responsibility for one's actions, you can become a stronger and more resilient individual. It's important to note that everyone has their own strengths and weaknesses, and it's okay to struggle with some of these signs at times. However, by recognizing and addressing these weaknesses, you can grow and improve as a person. So, take some time to reflect on your own mindset and see if there are any areas where you can work on improving. And remember, becoming a stronger and more resilient individual is a lifelong journey that requires effort, self-reflection, and the willingness to learn and grow. Thank you for watching, and I hope this video has been helpful in identifying and addressing weak-mindedness. See you next time.